A Surgery and Surgery Association Guide. Chapter 1. A Surgery Guide. Surgery in general. Surgery is the treatment of disease, injury, or disfigurement of the body by the performance of a medical procedure or operation, usually into the body, although it could be done on the outside part of it. People have been performing surgeries, albeit crude, for several thousand years. Surgeries may be invasive, but oftentimes they offer the greatest chance for a cure. Very generally, there are several categories of surgeries. Curative surgery is the removal of a tumor/organ or tissue when it appears to be localized, with the hope that this will solve the problem. Diagnostic surgery is done to obtain a tissue sample for lab testing in order to determine the cause of a condition or pain or confirm a diagnosis. Palliative surgery is performed as an effort to correct a condition that is causing discomfort or disability. It is assumed that the patient is terminally ill and cannot be cured but can be made more comfortable. Preventive surgery is performed to correct a condition that is not yet harming the individual but will if left untreated. Restorative, or reconstructive, surgery is used to restore a person's appearance or restore the function of an organ or body part. Staging surgery is different from diagnostic surgery in that the doctors already know the disease or condition, but they are now trying to determine the extent of disease and how far it has spread. After a biopsy yields a diagnosis, doctors may perform laparoscopy and laparotomy to assess to what extent certain organs and body parts are diseased. Supportive surgery is used to help with other types of treatment for a disease or condition, such as surgery to deliver pain medicine or chemotherapy. There are various methods used to diagnose what is going on in the body in order to help doctors determine whether they should perform surgery. A biopsy is a procedure to remove a little bit of a tumor or organ for tests. This is usually done with a thin needle or endoscope, a flexible lighted tube. Fine needle aspiration biopsy, FNA, uses a very thin needle and an ordinary syringe to withdraw a small amount of tissue from the body. The doctor can aim the needle. If the area under scrutiny is deep inside the body, the needle can be guided while it is viewed by a computed tomography, CT, scan. The good point about FNA is that it does not require a surgical incision, but in some cases this needle cannot remove enough tissue for a definite diagnosis. An excisional or incisional biopsy is when a surgeon cuts through the skin to remove an entire tumor, excisional, or a small part of a large tumor, incisional. An endoscopy uses a flexible tube with a viewing lens or a video camera and a light on the end. If a video camera is used, it is connected to a monitor. Through this, the doctor can see any masses in the area. The endoscope can be passed through natural body openings to view potentially troubled areas in the gastrointestinal tract, genital urinary tract, and the respiratory tract. A laparoscopy is similar to endoscopy but is used to examine the contents of the abdomen and remove tissue samples. A tube is passed through a tiny incision in the abdomen. A laparotomy is more invasive than a laparoscopy, involving an incision into the abdomen, usually a midline incision from the upper to lower abdomen. This is done when there is uncertainty about a troubling area that cannot be readily diagnosed by less intrusive tests such as the X-ray or a laparoscopy. A bronchoscopy is a laparoscopy of the lungs. There are a variety of types and methods of surgery being used these days. Some of them are as follows. Cryosurgery involves the use of liquid nitrogen spray or a very cold probe to freeze and kill abnormal cells, as with cancerous cells. Electrosurgery involves the use of a high-frequency electrical current to destroy toxic cells, as with some cancers. Laser surgery. The word laser stands for light amplification by stimulated emission of radiation. Laser light is a highly focused, powerful beam of light energy that is used in medicine for very precise surgical work, such as repairing a damaged retina in the eye, cutting through tissue rather than using a scalpel, or vaporizing a cancer or tumor in the body. Laser surgery can be quick and less invasive than conventional surgery with scalpels and incisions. Mohs surgery, also called microscopically controlled surgery, is a technique for removing cancerous tissue by shaving off one layer at a time. It is also called chemosurgery because the method of tissue removal is often with chemicals. After each layer is removed, a dermatologist or pathologist immediately examines the tissue under a microscope. This process goes on until all the cells look normal under the microscope. This technique is used with cancer when the maximum amount of healthy skin needs to be preserved, as in cancers around the eye. Questions to ask about surgery. Some questions to ask about upcoming surgery are as follows. What are the risks if I choose not to have the surgery? What are the risks if I choose to have the surgery? Can my condition be treated with alternative methods, medications, holistic medicine? Why do you feel it is necessary? What is this treatment's success rate? Are other treatment options available? Is it an outpatient procedure? An inpatient procedure? If inpatient, how long will the patient be in the hospital? How long will the recovery treatment take? How long in advance must the procedure be scheduled? Are there any conditions of the surgery like fasting, enema, discontinuing medications, etc. beforehand? Explain the procedure from start to finish. Does the procedure require sedation and/or anesthesia? How long does the procedure usually take? Does the procedure cause pain, discomfort, etc.? If so, what can be done to make it more comfortable? Are there any common side effects and complications? How are they managed? Are there any serious health risks involved? What can go wrong? What is the average recuperation from this surgery? Will I need someone to care for me at home? The surgery process. Surgery is a simple process. They do tests, then set up a time for surgery. You put the hospital garb on, the doctor looks you over, may mark your body where the surgery will be, then you lay on the operating table, an anesthesiologist comes in, talks to you, asks if you're allergic to anything, then tells you to count backwards from 100 while they put you under. The doctor and his team do their thing and may leave you in the operating room or to wake up there or put you in a recovery room. Depending on the surgery, you might be discharged right then, outpatient surgery, or stay in the hospital a few days for recovery, inpatient surgery, which means you were formally admitted by filling out X number of forms and have a bed assignment. Even if they say it's all right to eat before surgery, don't, so that your body can be in peak condition ready to adapt to the surgery and not focused on digesting its food. In some cases, you could vomit the food into your lungs and die. Don't forget, before the anesthesiologist puts you under, tell him or her if you're allergic to anything. The business of surgery. Never ask a barber if you need a haircut. Think about that statement and know that it applies to doctors. There are many useless hospital births, as opposed to home births, cesareans, hysterectomies, etc. that are done all the time by unscrupulous doctors who just want to make money. Surgeons have been trained to operate, that's what they know and like to do, and often do it unnecessarily. Ask about alternative treatments. Get a second opinion. United States rates as the #1 country in the world in terms of surgery, and many people question whether a lot of them are necessary, for example, cesareans, hysterectomies, endoscopies, vasectomies, coronary bypass, mastectomies, oophorectomies, back and knee surgeries and such. Many surgeries are unnecessarily performed for profit. Doctors like to recommend hysterectomies because it's great for contraception and may prevent uterine cancer at some point in time, but this is a lame reason to get such an invasive procedure. Removal of the ovaries drastically reduces the sex drive because most of the woman's testosterone is produced there. Only get it done if it's a serious matter of life and death. One study claims that 90% of hysterectomies are unnecessary. Medical schools pump out the surgeons while the need for surgeries has remained constant. Always get a second or even third opinion if your doctor wants to operate in some elective manner. Wrong side surgery info. A wrong side surgery is a surgery performed on the wrong part of the body, usually the left hand over the right hand, the right foot over the left foot, or something like that. Somebody is supposed to mark the body with a marker while the patient is awake and pointing to it. There are about 1,500 to 3,000 wrong side surgeries in the United States every year. aaos.org/about/papers/adv/is/tmt/1015.asp, wrong site surgery advisory statement. David L. Nelson.md/wrong site surgery handesurgary.htm. deoentorts.com/medical-negligens-wrong-site-surgeries.html. jointcommission.org/patient-safety/universal protocol, universal protocol for preventing wrong site surgery. medscape.com/medlany/abstract/1661889, incidence, patterns and prevention of wrong site surgery. orthopodsurgeon.com/wrong.pdf. safetyband.net, stop wrong site surgery, modified patient bracelet makes doctor and patient interact. Chapter 2. Get a second opinion about surgery. Second opinion info. Getting a second opinion is standard medical practice these days. There are millions of surgical procedures performed in the United States every year, and the majority of these operations are necessary for the health and well-being of the patient, but a percentage of surgeries may be unnecessary. Medical critics have pointed out that the following medical procedures are performed way too often when other methods would cure the problem: angiography, angioplasty, cesarean, episiotomy, heartburn surgery, hysterectomy, circumcision, prostatectomy, surgery for lower back pain, weight loss surgery, wisdom tooth extract ions. It's just good basic sense to get opinions from at least 2 surgeons to help you decide whether or not to proceed with the operation. Your doctor shouldn't mind this extra step, since it should corroborate his ideas. Some insurance companies require a patient get a second opinion. Tests may or may not be needed. Often, the results of the original tests and even biopsy samples can be sent to the second doctor for him or her to examine independently. Many people are now seeking second opinions, especially when it comes to elective surgery procedures. Also, some insurance companies are encouraging second opinions for surgical procedures, and more people than ever are beginning to take an active role in their healthcare options. Based on all of the surgeries performed, one can conclude that overall we have a good system. However, we still hear of horror stories and botched operations from time to time, both in this country and around the world. A second medical opinion can save you time and money, and it is possible that the condition in question can be treated by means other than surgery. Your doctor's approach to treating your condition is influenced by his training, experience, and exposure to new techniques. Getting a second opinion is standard medical practice, and you will find that most physicians welcome second and even third opinions. You can be candid and open with your physician about this as you tell him your feelings and how much more comfortable you'd feel getting another doctor's opinion. If you decide to get a second medical opinion on a surgical procedure, you may wish to ask your doctor to refer a colleague or specialist. If you'd rather seek out another doctor yourself, you can take the matter up with your local medical society or area medical school. When you go to a second doctor, tell him or her the name of the recommended surgical procedure and go over the various tests you have already had. This can save you the unnecessary expense of running duplicate medical tests. If the second doctor agrees that the surgery is necessary, he or she will usually send you back to the first doctor. If you make the decision to have the recommended surgery, there are a number of questions you may like to have answered, such as from what medical school did the surgeon graduate, and in what specialty did the surgeon complete an accredited residency program. You might also want to inquire as to how many operations like yours the particular surgeon has performed and how many of those patients have required additional surgery. A good indicator of a surgeon's competence is certification by the American Board of Medical Specialties, abms.org, 866 ASCOBMS. The letters FACS. Fellow of the American College of Surgeons, FACS.org, after the surgeon's name is another sign of a surgeon's qualifications. Some other places to check out doctors are ama-association.org, askmedi.com for a $15 fee, or Ralph Nader's advocacy group Public Citizen. Public Citizens Health Research Group. 1600 20th Street Northwest. Washington, D.C. 20009. 202-588-1000. Citizen.org. Lists doctors nationwide who have been fined, suspended, or kicked out of the profession. The book is called Questionable Doctors. Although it might sound nitpicky, you're a consumer putting your hands in the life of a doctor, so you should ask questions. If you're meticulous, you'll bring a handheld tape recorder with you to record your meetings for your own review later and in case of malpractice. Some people do this, often without the doctor's knowledge. Once you are comfortable with your choice of a surgeon, find out what your options are. Ask about possible risks, complications and side effects and the length of the recovery period. Talk to others who have had the same procedure. Also, don't forget to check with your insurance company to learn if the surgical procedure is covered under your policy, and if so, whether it is covered as inpatient or outpatient surgery. Remember, you deserve to be informed of all your healthcare options, especially when it involves a surgical procedure. Second opinion websites: afip.org, 202-782-1630, Armed Forces Institute of Pathology, considered a leading lab for second opinions. Amazon.com/second-opinion-Columbia-Presbyterian-surgery, second opinion, the Columbia Presbyterian Guide. Cardiothoracic-surgery.usdl.edu/patient-care/ct second-opinion.asp. columbiasurgery.org/contact/sndopinion.html. doctorsecondopinion.org. en.wikipedia.org/wiki/trauma_center:_second_opinion. facs.org/public_info/operation/consult.html. gynsecondopinion.com/surgery.htm. health.enotes.com/surgery-encyclopedia/second-opinion. ids-healthcare.com/common/paper/35/getting-a-second-opinion. medicare.gov/publications/pub/pdf/02173.pdf, getting a second opinion before surgery. merck.com/mmhe/sec25/ch301/ch301a.html. neopublications.org/agepages/surgery.asp. nlm.nih.gov/medline+/surgery.html. pbs.org/second-opinion. surgery.usdl.edu. therubens.com/medicare/2opinion.htm, Medicare does cover a second opinion concerning surgery. Women's Health. Dead website, try.com, verywell.com, and thoughtco.com/library/blsrggsso.htm, how to get a second opinion for surgery. mdexpert.com. 877-927-7999. Second opinion for cancer diagnosis. National Second Surgical Opinion Program Hotline. Second Surgical Opinion Hotline. 330 Independence Avenue, SW, Washington, D.C. 20201. 800-638-6833. 800-325-6400. 800-522-0036. 800-631-1220. 800-492-6603. hcfa.gov, cms.hhs.gov. They will discuss your proposed surgery and refer a local doctor who can check you out for a second opinion. Medicare Hotline. 800-638-6833. Medicare.gov. Second opinion websites, mostly cancer. CancerExpertsMD.com, CancerExpertsMD.com. 888-468-6030 NK. eConsults.partners.org, Partners Online Specialty Consultations. 617-278-1000. Fax, 278-1049. propath.com, ProPath Second Opinion Pathology Lab. 800-258-1253. 214-638-2000. jgkamac.com, Medical Assessment and Consultation, Pathology. Second Opinions. 608-798-1936. Fax, 608-798-5067. cancer.secondopinionpath.com, Confirm Path, LLC. 210-568-9062. Fax, 210-568-3703. The Cure. Our Children Foundation Referral Service. 310-355-6046. Fax, 310-454-9592. Chapter 3. Surgery Resources and Organizations. Surgery Websites. surgery.treatment-health.com/how-much-really-where-can-I-find-set-find-prices. hand-surg.org, American Society for Surgery of the Hand. plasticsurgery.org, Plastic Surgery Information Service. yoursurgery.com, yoursurgery.com, detailed information on about 50 procedures. surgerydoor.co.uk. surgicalshop.com. surgeryplanet.com. gpsurgery.net. yoursurgery.com, multimedia tours of surgical procedures and alternative surgical options. martindaleCenter.com/medicalsurgery.html, Virtual Medical Center Anesthesiology and Surgery Center. This site is a medical multimedia education and specialized information resource center which focuses on anesthesiology and surgery. nationalsurgery.com. human-surgery.com. surgeryinhumans.com. noinsurancesurgery.com. operationsmile.org. asahq.org/patientviewcation/seniorcitizen.htm. onlinesurgery.com. suggecenteronline.com. surgerytoday.com. surgery.usc.edu. gizmag.com/go/7785, robotic surgery, a new age in medical science. health.enotes.com/surgery-encyclopedia. surgery.wstl.edu. neurosurgerytoday.org. surgical-tutor.org.uk. surgeryencyclopedia.com. surgicalteam.com. surgerychannel.com. surgeryencyclopedia.com. yoursurgery.com. yoursurgeryinfo.com. surgerynews.net. home.koqi.net/titolugo/handbook.htm, Pediatric Surgery Handbook for Residents and Medical Students. intuitivesurgical.com. microsurgeon.org. brain-surgery.com. cryogenius.com. cscom.edu/afs/cscmu.edu/project/mercus/hippocrates.html, computer-aided surgery. facialcosmeticsurgery.org. giatec.edu/gvu/visualization/surgism, simulated surgery. hos.de. iehv.nl/users/4heij/plink.html, plastic surgery link. indy.radiology.uiowa.edu/providers/clinref/fp handbook/09.html. isca.org, computer-aided surgery. journals.wiley.com/ca, computer-aided surgery journal. mindspring.com/videozur, video surgery. onlinesurgery.com. orlive.com. outpatientsurgery.net. pedsurg.surgery.uab.edu. surgery.com. surgery.org. surgery.uiowa.edu/surgery. surgery.wisc.edu. talksurgery.com. Yoursurgery.com. Surgery resources. Some surgery journals are American Journal of Surgery, Pacific Medical Surgery, Agency for Healthcare Policy and Research, epub 8547, Silver Spring, Maryland 20907, 800-358-9295, 301-495-3453, acpr.gov/consumer/surgery.htm. Free booklet questions to ask your doctor before surgery. American College of Surgeons. 55 East Erie Street, Chicago, Illinois 60611. 312-664-4050. facs.org. Contact them for information when you need an operation. American Association of Oral and Maxillofacial Surgeons. 800 Implant. American Society for Dermatologic Surgery. 800-441-2737. American Society for Laser Medicine and Surgery. 425 Pine Ridge Boulevard, number 203, Waukegan, Wisconsin 54401. 715-845-9282. American Society of Cataract and Refractive Surgery. 800-451-1339. ASCRS.com. American Society of Plastic and Reconstructive Surgeons. 888-4-Plastic. 888-475-2784. PlasticSurgery.org. ASPRS.com. Hospital for Special Surgery. 535 East 70th Street, NYC 10021. 212-606-1000. Orthopedic and Rheumatic Conditions. Surgical Technology Certification and Professional Organizations. The National Board of Surgical Technology and Surgical Assisting. 6 West Dry Creek Circle, Suite 100. Littleton, Colorado 80120. 1-800-707-0057. NBSDSA.org. Association of Surgical Technologists. 6 West Dry Creek Circle, Littleton, Colorado 80120. 800-637-7433 or 303-694-9130. AST.org. AmericanMedTech.org/schools. NBSDSA.org/general/links.html. Accreditation Review Council on Education in Surgical Technology and Surgical Assisting. ARCSDSA.org. Several types of surgery orgs. American Academy of Orthopedic Surgeons. 847-823-7186. Fax, 847-823-8125. AAOS.org. American Academy of Osteopathic Surgeons Annual Meeting. 954-262-1700. Fax, 954-262-1748. AOAO.org. American Academy of Otolaryngology, Head and Neck Surgery. 703-519-1542. Antnet.org. American Association for Thoracic Surgery. 978-526-8330. Fax, 978-526-7521. AATS.org. American Association of Neurological Surgeons. 847-378-0500. Fax, 847-378-0600. Neurosurgery.org. info@ans.org. American Association of Plastic Surgeons. AAPS1921.org. American College of Surgeons. 312-202-5000. Fax, 312-202-5001. FACS.org. postmaster@facs.org. American Society of Breast Surgeons. 301-362-1722. Fax, 301-362-1723. breastsurgeons.org. American Society of Cataract and Refractive Surgery. 703-591-2220. Fax, 703-591-0614. ascrs.org. American Society of Colon and Rectal Surgeons. 847-290-9184. Fax, 847-290-9203. FOSCRS.org. Association of Surgical Technologists. AST.org. Standards of Practice. Congress of Neurological Surgeons. 847-378-0500. Fax, 847-692-2589. Royal College of Physicians and Surgeons of Canada. 800-668-3740, X231. Fax, 613-730-8830. rcpsc.medical.org. Society of American Gastrointestinal Endoscopic Surgeons, SAGES. 310-314-2500. Fax, 310-314-2535. sages.org. Society of Thoracic Surgeons. 312-202-5800. Fax, 312-202-5801. sts.org. sts@sts.org. Surgery associations, organizations, and societies. amc.org.mx, Academia Mexicana de Cirugía, Mexican Academy of Surgery, in Spanish. bem.university-paris5.fr/academic-chirurgie, Académie Nationale de Chirurgie, National Academy of Surgery, in French. facs.org, American College of Surgeons. acvs.org, American College of Veterinary Surgeons, ACVS. surgery.org, American Society for Aesthetic Plastic Surgery, ASAPS. aac.org.ar, Asociación Argentina de Cirugía, Argentine Association of Surgery, in Spanish, AAC. aamrcg.org.ar, Asociación Argentina de Médicos Residentes de Cirugía General, Argentine Association of Medical Residents of General Surgery, in Spanish and English, AMERC. surgeonsofindia.com, Association of Surgeons of India, in English. kirurgisk-selskab.dk, Dansk Kirurgisk Selskab, Danish Surgical Society, in Danish, DKS. europs.com, European Association of Plastic Surgeons, Association Européenne de Chirurgiens Plasticiens, in English, Europes, AECP. HungarianSociety.org.uk, Hungarian Society. The Hungarian Society, one of the oldest in England, was founded in 1819 and so named to honor the life and work of John Hunter, the father of scientific surgery, whose lifetime of teaching and innovative experimentation it was dedicated to celebrate. Also known as the Hungarian Society in London. icsglobal.org, International College of Surgeons. irouse.org. Iranian Association of Surgeons, in Persian and English, IRAUS. Chirurgie-guest.at, and UMEL, Steirikische Gesellschaft für Chirurgie, Austrian Society for Surgery, in German, and UMEL, GC. pcs.org.ph, Philippine College of Surgeons, in English. psgs.org.ph, Philippine Society of General Surgeons, in English, PSGS. racs.edu.au, Royal Australasian College of Surgeons, RACS. rcsi.ie, Royal College of Surgeons in Ireland, RCSI. rcsed.ac.uk, Royal College of Surgeons of Edinburgh, RCSE. rccen.ac.uk, Royal College of Surgeons of England. Cirujanos.de Sociedad de Cirujanos de Chile, Society of Surgeons of Chile, in Spanish. Neurocirugiaparaguay.com, Sociedad Paraguaya de Neurocirugía, Paraguayan Society of Neurosurgery, in Spanish. svnc.com.ve, Sociedad Venezolana de Neurocirugía, Venezuelan Society of Neurosurgery, in Spanish. Société Marocaine de Chirurgie, Moroccan Society of Surgery, the SMC has abandoned its domain name. Somature.org, and has not acquired a new one as of September 20, 2004. susweb.org, Society of University Surgeons, SUS. Surgical Research Society.org.uk, Surgical Research Society. tpcd.org.tr, Turk Plastic Reconstructive ve Aesthetic Sıra İdern and #287, Turkish Society of Plastic Reconstructive and Aesthetic Surgery, in Turkish and English, Tprikt. wax-coac.org, West African College of Surgeons, College West Africain de Chirurgiens, in English, WACS, COAC. Endoscopic Surgery Surgeons Associations and Organizations. Asian-endourology.org, Asian Society of Endourology, ASE. Endourology.org, Endourological Society. EAS-EUR.org, European Association for Endoscopic Surgery and Other Interventional Techniques, EAES. Laparoscopy.org, GR, Hellenic Society of Endoscopic Surgery and Other Interventional Techniques Greece, GR. Laparoscopyindia.org, Indian Association of Gastrointestinal Endosurgeons, IAGES, India, in. and-ipsas.org, International Federation of Societies of Endoscopic Surgeons, IPSAS. JSES.org, Japan Society for Endoscopic Surgery, JSES, Japan, JP. SAGES.org, Society of American Gastrointestinal Endoscopic Surgeons, SAGES. SOC-ELSA.com, Society of Endoscopic and Laparoscopic Surgeons of Asia, ELSA. Chapter 4. Surgery Associations and Organizations from the agapecenter.com/organizations/specialties/surgery.htm. Surgery Associations and Organizations. cjlyons.org, Academy of Oral Surgery, Chalmers J. Lyons. surgicalresearch.org, Academy of Surgical Research, ASR. arxd.org, Accreditation Review Committee on Education in Surgical Technology, ARXT. cosmeticsurgery.org, American Academy of Cosmetic Surgery, AACS. facialplasticsurgery.org, American Academy of Facial Plastic and Reconstructive Surgery. AAOS.org, American Academy of Orthopedic Surgeons, AAOS. AAASF.org, American Association for Accreditation of Ambulatory Surgery Facilities, AAOSF. AATS.org, American Association for Thoracic Surgery, AATS. AAVS.vascularweb.org, American Association for Vascular Surgery, AAVS. AASD.org, American Association for the Surgery of Trauma, AAST. AAASC.org, American Association of Ambulatory Surgery Centers, AASC. Endocrinesurgeons.org, American Association of Endocrine Surgeons, AAES. AKS.org, American Association of Hip and Knee Surgeons, AAS. AANS.org, American Association of Neurological Surgeons, AANS. AAOMS.org, American Association of Oral and Maxillofacial Surgeons, AAOMS. AASPA.com, American Association of Surgical Physician Assistants, ASPA. ABCRS.org, American Board of Colon and Rectal Surgery, ABCRS. Accessibes.org, American Board of Eye Surgery, ABES. abfprs.org, American Board of Facial Plastic and Reconstructive Surgery, Pierce. abns.org, American Board of Neurological Surgery, ABNS. aboms.org, American Board of Oral and Maxillofacial Surgery, ABOMS. abos.org, American Board of Orthopedic Surgery, ABOS. abpns.org, American Board of Pediatric Neurological Surgery, APNS. abplsurg.org, American Board of Plastic Surgery, ABPS. abps.org, American Board of Podiatric Surgery, ABPS. absurgery.org, American Board of Surgery, ABS. abts.org, American Board of Thoracic Surgery, ABTS. accessibes.org, American College of Eye Surgeons, ACES. acfs.org, American College of Foot and Ankle Surgeons, ACFAS. acoms.org, American College of Oral and Maxillofacial Surgeons, ACOMS. facs.org, American College of Surgeons, ACS. acosog.org, American College of Surgeons Oncology Group, ACOSIG. acvs.org, American College of Veterinary Surgeons, ACVS. eapsa.org, American Pediatric Surgical Association, APSA. apsna.com, American Pediatric Surgical Nurses Association, APSNA. asasassociation.org, American Shoulder and Elbow Surgeons, ASAS. surgery.org, American Society for Aesthetic Plastic Surgery, ASAPS. asbs.org, American Society for Bariatric Surgery, ASBS. asbsfoundation.org, American Society for Bariatric Surgery, ASBS, Foundation. asdsnet.org, American Society for Dermatologic Surgery, ASDS. aslms.org, American Society for Laser Medicine and Surgery, ASLMS. microsurg.org, American Society for Reconstructive Microsurgery, ASRM. handsurg.org, American Society for Surgery of the Hand. gis.net/obsurg, American Society of Abdominal Surgeons. breastsurgeons.org, American Society of Breast Surgeons, ASBS. foscrs.org, American Society of Colon and Rectal Surgeons, ASCRS. theusgs.org, American Society of General Surgeons, ASGS. maxface.org, American Society of Maxillofacial Surgeons, ASMS. asoprs.org, American Society of Ophthalmic Plastic and Reconstructive Surgery, ASOPierce. aspsen.org, American Society of Plastic Surgical Nurses, ASPSN. asdmjs.org, American Society of Temporomandibular Joint Surgeons, ASTMJs. ASTS.org, American Society of Transplant Surgeons, ASTS. AANA.org, Arthroscopy Association of North America, AANA. ASCVS.org, Asian Society for Cardiovascular Surgery, ASCVS. AASURG.org, Association for Academic Surgery, AAS. SurgicalEducation.com, Association for Surgical Education, ASE. AAPSonline.org, Association of American Physicians and Surgeons, AAPS. ABJS.org, Association of Bone and Joint Surgeons, ABJS. AMOPS.org, Association of Military Osteopathic Physicians and Surgeons, AMOPS. AMSUS.org, Association of Military Surgeons of the United States, AMSUS. ANSPA.org, Association of Neurosurgical Physician Assistants, ANSPA. AODP.org, Association of Operating Department Practitioners, AODP, United Kingdom, UK. AOMSI.com, Association of Oral and Maxillofacial Surgeons of India, AOMSI, India. Footdocs.org, Association of Orthopedic Foot and Ankle Surgeons, AOFAS. APACVS.org, Association of Physician Assistants in Cardiovascular Surgery, APACVS. APDS.org, Association of Program Directors in Surgery, APDS. APDVS.vascularweb.org, Association of Program Directors in Vascular Surgery, APDS. SurgicalAssistant.org, Association of Surgical Assistants, ASA. WomenSurgeons.org, Association of Women Surgeons, AWS. AST.org, Association Surgical Technologists, AST. ONSIOMS.org, Australian and New Zealand Association of Oral and Maxillofacial Surgeons, ANSAOMS, Australia, O. ACORN.org, O, Australian College of Operating Room Nurses, ACORN, Australia, O. ASONS.org, O, Australian Society of Otolaryngology Head and Neck Surgery, ASONS, Australia, O. PlasticSurgery.org, O, Australian Society of Plastic Surgeons, ASPS, Australia, O. isic.ch/bsi/default.htm, Breast Surgery International, BSI, United Kingdom, UK. boa.ac.uk/BASC, British Association for Surgery of the Knee, BASC, United Kingdom, UK. bads.co.uk, British Association of Day Surgery, BADS, United Kingdom, UK. bowms.org.uk, British Association of Oral and Maxillofacial Surgeons, BAOMS, United Kingdom, UK. Baseline Helvetica, orlbaons.org, British Association of Otorhinolaryngologists Head and Neck Surgeons, BAONS, United Kingdom, UK. baps.co.uk, British Association of Plastic Surgeons, BAPS, United Kingdom, UK. bows.org.uk, British Association of Urological Surgeons, BAUS, United Kingdom, UK. bidst.mmu.ac.uk, British Institute of Dental and Surgical Technologists, BIDST, United Kingdom, UK. Baseline Helvetica, boda.org.uk, British Orthopaedic Trainees Association, BOTA, United Kingdom, UK. Code.org, Children's Corrective Surgery Society, CCSS. chssdc.org, Congenital Heart Surgeons Society, CHSS, Pediatric Heart Surgeons. USAIS.org, Council for Refractive Surgery Quality Assurance, CRISCA, EYES. Cyberknifesupport.org, CyberKnifeCKSociety.org, CyberKnifeSupport.org, Patient Support Group, CPSG, Stereotactic Radiosurgery System. CKSociety.org, Cyberknife Society, CKS, Stereotactic Radiosurgery System. East.org, Eastern Association for the Surgery of Trauma, East. ESPRS.com, Egyptian Society of Plastic and Reconstructive Surgeons, Aspers, Egypt. EACTS.org, European Association for Cardiothoracic Surgery, EACTS. EACMFS.org, European Association for Cranio-Maxillofacial Surgery, EACMFS. EASUR.org, European Association for Endoscopic Surgery and Other Interventional Techniques, EAES. EANS.org, European Association of Neurosurgical Societies, EANS. EUROPS.org, European Association of Plastic Surgeons, EUROPS. EBOPRAS.org, European Board of Plastic Reconstructive and Aesthetic Surgery, EBOPRAS. UEMSSURG.org, European Board of Surgery, EBS. EBTCS.org, European Board of Thoracic and Cardiovascular Surgeons, ETCS. UEMSVASC.org, European Board of Vascular Surgery, EBVS. ECVS.org, European College of Veterinary Surgeons, ECVS. ESPNeurosurgery.org, European Society for Pediatric Neurosurgery, ESPN. ESVS.org, European Society for Vascular Surgery, ESVS. ESCRS.ie, European Society of Cataract and Refractive Surgery, ESCRS. ESOSURGEonline.be, European Society of Surgical Oncology, ESO. ESTS.org, European Society of Thoracic Surgeons, ESTS. FASA.org, Federated Ambulatory Surgery Association, FASA. FRPs.org, Foundation for Reconstructive Plastic Surgery, FRPS. FFST.org, Foundation for Surgical Technology, FST. IAESendocrinesurgeons.com, International Association of Endocrine Surgeons, IAES. IAOMS.org, International Association of Oral and Maxillofacial Surgeons, IOMS. IASG.org, International Association of Surgeons and Gastroenterologists, IASG. ICSglobal.org, International College of Surgeons, ICS. FICSonline.org, International College of Surgeons United States Section. IPEG.org, International Pediatric Endosurgery Group, IPEG. IPRAF.org, International Plastic, Reconstructive and Aesthetic Surgery Foundation, epub. ISCVS.vascularweb.org, International Society for Cardiovascular Surgery, ISCVS. ISMICS.org, International Society for Minimally Invasive Cardiac Surgery, ISMICS. ISBN.org, International Society for Pediatric Neurosurgery, ISPN. ISACOS.com, International Society of Arthroscopy, Knee Surgery, and Orthopedic Sports Medicine, ISACOS. ISRS.org, International Society of Refractive Surgery, ISRS. ISIC.ch, International Society of Surgery, ISS. Orthogate.com, Internet Society of Orthopedic Surgery and Traumatology, ISOST. LCCSD.org, Liaison Council on Certification for the Surgical Technologist, LCCST. Barrett'sregistry.com, National Registry for Anterior Flux Surgery and Barrett's Esophagus, NRASB. nsabp.pit.edu, National Surgical Adjuvant Breast and Bowel Project, NSAP. Neurosurgicalsociety.com, Neurosurgical Society of America, NSA. ORL.org, NZ, New Zealand Society of Otolaryngology Head and Neck Surgery, New Zealand, NZ. Surgeongeneral.gov, Office of the U.S. Surgeon General. OperationsSmile.org, Operation Smile. OMSFoundation.org, Oral and Maxillofacial Surgery Foundation, OMSF. PVSS.org, Peripheral Vascular Surgery Society, PVSS. PAOS.org, Physician Assistants in Orthopedic Surgery, PAOS. PlasticAdmin.org, Plastic Surgery Administrative Association, PSAA. RACS.edu.au, Royal Australasian College of Surgeons, RACS, Australia, O. RCPSGLASG.ac.uk, Royal College of Physicians and Surgeons of Glasgow, United Kingdom, UK. RCPSUS.com, Royal College of Physicians and Surgeons of the United States, RCS. RCSed.ac.uk, Royal College of Surgeons Edinburgh, United Kingdom, UK. rcseng.ac.uk, Royal College of Surgeons of England, United Kingdom, UK. rcsi.ie, Royal College of Surgeons in Ireland, Ireland, IE. rcvs.org.uk, Royal College of Veterinary Surgeons, RCVS, United Kingdom, UK. rjos.org, Ruth Jackson Orthopedic Society, RJOS. NeurosurgerySNS.org, Scandinavian Neurosurgical Society, SNS, Denmark, Finland, Iceland, Norway, and Sweden. scvs.vascularweb.org, Society for Clinical Vascular Surgery, SCVS. SSAT.com, Society for Surgery of the Alimentary Tract, SSAT. svs.vascularweb.org, Society for Vascular Surgery, SVS. SAGES.org, Society of American Gastrointestinal Endoscopic Surgeons, SAGES. SBNS.org, Society of British Neurological Surgeons, SBNS, United Kingdom, UK. TheScans.org, Society of Chinese American Neurological Surgeons, SCANS. SGSOnline.org, Society of Gynecologic Surgeons, SGS. SLS.org, Society of Laparoendoscopic Surgeons, SLS. SocietyNS.org, Society of Neurological Surgeons, SNS. SPVS.org.uk, Society of Practicing Veterinary Surgeons, SPVS, United Kingdom, UK. ReproDsurgery.org, Society of Reproductive Surgeons, SRS. SURGONC.org, Society of Surgical Oncology, SSO. STS.org, Society of Thoracic Surgeons, STS. Surgicaleyes.com, surgical eyes founded by patients with longer-term complications from refractive surgery. Thousandsmiles.org, Thousand Smiles Foundation. WesternThoracic.org, Western Thoracic Surgical Association, WTSA. Neurosurgerywins.org, Women in Neurosurgery, WINS. WTSnet.org, Women in Thoracic Surgery, WTS. WFNS.org, World Federation of Neurosurgical Societies, WFNS. Canada Surgery Organizations. CAOMS.com, Canadian Association of Oral and Maxillofacial Surgeons, COMS, Canada, CA. CAPS.ca, Canadian Association of Pediatric Surgeons, CAPS, Canada, CA. CCNS.org, Canadian Neurosurgical Society, CNSS, Canada, CA. CoraWeb.org, Canadian Orthopaedic Residents Association, CORA, Canada, CA. COS.ca/CSSO/index.html, Canadian Society for Surgical Oncology, CSSO, Canada, CA. CSVS.ca. Canadian Society for Vascular Surgery, CSVS, Canada, CA. CSONS.com, Canadian Society of Otolaryngology, Head and Neck Surgery, CSONS, Canada, CA. rcpsc.medical.org, Royal College of Physicians and Surgeons of Canada, RCPSC, Canada, CA. cpso.on.ca, College of Physicians and Surgeons of Ontario, CPSO, Canada. U.S. state and local surgery organizations. Calderem.org, California Society of Dermatology and Dermatologic Surgery, CDs. CSFPS.org, California Society of Facial Plastic Surgeons, CSFPS. CasocPlasticSurgeons.com, California Society of Plastic Surgeons, CSPs. 2helpkids.net, California Society of Plastic Surgeons Alliance, CSPSA. FloridasKinSurgeons.com, Florida Society of Dermatological Surgeons. FSUMS.org, Florida Society of Oral and Maxillofacial Surgeons, FSUMS. FSPS.org, Florida Society of Plastic Surgeons, FSPS. Florida's URGICLSociety.org, Florida Surgical Society, FSS. HoustonPlasticSurgery.org, Houston Society of Plastic Surgeons, HSPS. WebRamp.com/ISUMS, Illinois Society of Oral and Maxillofacial Surgeons, ISUMS. INFACS.org, Indiana Chapter, American College of Surgeons, ACS. KSENTSociety.org, Kansas Society of Otolaryngology, Head and Neck Surgery, KSONS. SoCalSurgeons.org/las/index.html, Los Angeles Surgical Society. MSCRs.org, Michigan Society of Colon and Rectal Surgeons, MSCRS. New Jersey Society of Plastic SURG.org, New Jersey Society of Plastic Surgeons, NJSPS. Otopa.org, Pennsylvania Academy of Otolaryngology Head and Neck Surgery, Bones. SESC.org, Southeastern Surgical Congress, SESC, Alabama, Delaware District of Columbia, Florida, Georgia, Kentucky, Louisiana, Maryland, Mississippi, New Jersey, North Carolina, Pennsylvania, Puerto Rico, South Carolina, Tennessee, Virginia, and West Virginia. SoCalSurgeons.org/ACS/index.html, Southern California chapter of the American College of Surgeons. SWSCongress.org, Southwestern Surgical Congress, SWSC, Arizona, Arkansas, California, Colorado, Idaho, Kansas, Missouri, Montana, Nebraska, Nevada, New Mexico, North Dakota, Oklahoma, South Dakota, Texas, Utah, and Wyoming. Tennessee Neurosurgery.org, Tennessee Neurosurgical Society, TNS. Teaspoons.net, Texas Society of Plastic Surgeons, TSPS. HoustonPlasticSurgery.org, Houston Society of Plastic Surgeons, HSPS. USPSS.org, Utah State Plastic Surgery Society, USPS. Chapter 5. Plastic and Reconstructive Surgery Associations and Organizations. Plastic and Reconstructive Surgery Associations and Organizations. CosmeticSurgery.org, American Academy of Cosmetic Surgery, AACS. FacialPlasticSurgery.org, American Academy of Facial Plastic and Reconstructive Surgery. ABFPRS.org, American Board of Facial Plastic and Reconstructive Surgery, ABPRS. ABPLSURG.org, American Board of Plastic Surgery, ABPS. Surgery.org, American Society for Aesthetic Plastic Surgery, ASAPS. Microsurg.org, American Society for Reconstructive Microsurgery, ASRM. ASOPRS.org, American Society of Ophthalmic Plastic and Reconstructive Surgery, ASOPRS. ASPSN.org, American Society of Plastic Surgical Nurses, ASPSN. APSIndia.com, Association of Plastic Surgeons of India, APSI, India, IN. Plasticassistants.info, Association of Plastic Surgery Assistants, APSA. Plasticsurgery.org, O, Australian Society of Plastic Surgeons, ASPS. BAAPS.org.uk, British Association of Aesthetic Plastic Surgeons, BOPS, United Kingdom, UK. BAPS.co.uk, British Association of Plastic Surgeons, BAPS, United Kingdom, UK. FacialCosmeticSurgery.org, Canadian Academy of Facial Plastic and Reconstructive Surgery, CAF-PARS, Canada, CA. CLASS.ca, Canadian Laser Aesthetic Surgery Society, CLASS, Canada, CA. CSAPS.ca, Canadian Society for Aesthetic Plastic Surgery, CSAPS, Canada, CA. PlasticSurgery.ca, Canadian Society of Plastic Surgeons, CSPs, Canada, CA. Code.org, Children's Corrective Surgery Society, CCSS. ESPRS.com, Egyptian Society of Plastic and Reconstructive Surgeons, ASPERS, Egypt. Europees.org, European Association of Plastic Surgeons, Europes. EBOPRAS.org, European Board of Plastic Reconstructive and Aesthetic Surgery, EBOPRAS. ESOPARS.com, European Society of Ophthalmic Plastic and Reconstructive Surgery, ESOPARS. FRPs.org, Foundation for Reconstructive Plastic Surgery, FRPS. IPRAS.org, International Confederation for Plastic Reconstructive and Aesthetic Surgery, IPRAS. IPRAF.org, International Plastic, Reconstructive and Aesthetic Surgery Foundation, IPRV. ISAPS.org, International Society of Aesthetic Plastic Surgery, ISAPS. ASAMI-NorthAmerica.org, Limb Lengthening and Reconstruction Society, LLRS. OperationsMile.org, Operation Smile. PlasticAdmin.org, Plastic Surgery Administrative Association, PSAA. PSRC.org, Plastic Surgery Research Council, PSRC. ThousandsMiles.org, Thousand Smiles Foundation. U.S. state and local plastic surgery organizations. CSFPS.org, California Society of Facial Plastic Surgeons, CSFPS. CasocPlasticSurgeons.com, California Society of Plastic Surgeons, CSPs. 2helpkids.net, California Society of Plastic Surgeons Alliance, CSPSA. Chicago Society of Plastic Surgery.com, Chicago Society of Plastic Surgery, CSPs. FSPS.org, Florida Society of Plastic Surgeons, FSPS. HoustonPlasticSurgery.org, Houston Society of Plastic Surgeons, HSPS. New Jersey Society of Plastic SURG.org, New Jersey Society of Plastic Surgeons, NJSPS. PlasticsURGErony.org, New York Regional Society of Plastic Surgeons, NYRSPS, New York, New York. NESPS.org, Northeastern Society of Plastic Surgeons, NESPS. Teaspoons.net, Texas Society of Plastic Surgeons, TSPS. HoustonPlasticSurgery.org, Houston Society of Plastic Surgeons, HSPS. USPSS.org, Utah State Plastic Surgery Society, USPS.